The big bad wolf. 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 The big bad wolf.
Okay, so what do you need? Besides a miracle.
Guns. Lots of guns.
After being retired from the NYPD after 21 years of service, I have my permit and my HR 218, which means I can carry a weapon anywhere in the country. And I can carry any weapon I want. It's not like back when I was on the job. I carry the Smith & Wesson 5946 as my duty weapon. For my backup weapon, I carry the Smith & Wesson 3914, which is just a smaller, cut-down, single-stack version of the 5946. As time went on, I switched to the Smith & Wesson Shield 9mm. All these guns are 9mm, by the way, because it was a lighter. It was the new M&P line. It was, some of it was made of polycarbonate. And I never really did like that gun, but it was a good backup gun to have on you at all times because it didn't take that much carry strength to have with you. It didn't lead exhaustion. It wasn't wear and tear on you. You didn't even know you had it on you half the time. When I retired, I tried carrying that as my everyday carry, and I never did get to like that gun. As a matter of fact, it's in the safe. I can't tell you the last time I shot it. After that, I went back to a heavier gun. I went back to the Daytonics 38 Super Combat Master. I like the gun. Shoots a 38 cartridge, cut down for semi-automatic. Same. Why I like 38. I like 38 so much, one of my friends on YouTube rags at me all the time and tells me to carry a man's gun. So I had the opportunity to go out and purchase myself a new gun. And what I came up with was the Smith & Wesson 442 Airweight. The weight of the gun is 14.7 ounces. That's unloaded, by the way. 6.3 inches. Really small. Easy to handle. Trigger pull is smooth. Hammerless. So you can't get it stuck in your jacket. The only issue I have with this gun, by the way, it's 38 too, plus P, is that it only holds 5 bullets. 5 rounds, 5 cartridges, that's it. So, you'd have to get really good at a dump pouch, or you'd find the 5-round speed loader and get used to that. Which, coming from a 6-round speed loader when I started in law enforcement, was a different gun altogether. 6-shot Colt. My father was in U.S. Customs. He was a Treasury agent, and he had Smith & Wessons that were 6-round revolvers, mostly 357 because they had always one better than local police departments. And in a real pinch, where I need a gun that I can have and just secrete it someplace that, well, you wouldn't necessarily secrete a gun. I have my Bond Derringer. This gun, this 2-shot gun, is significantly heavier than this 5-shot gun. It's kind of insane. The only difference in this gun is you must pull the hammer back to engage the trigger. Because you can engage the trigger all you want and nothing's going to happen. And I don't like the reload on this either. Because you got to pull the lever down on the side, down, and the barrel's got to come a little harder than it is, up. 2 rounds, that's it. 5 rounds, I can deal with. 5 rounds for this. I carry a dump pouch, 10 rounds in it, 5 on each side. I better get you in the first 5 fucking rounds because this gun is too light to hit you with. Unlike my 59-46, where I carried on duty, where on an average day I had 46 rounds on me, and on a special operations day or one or something, I had a hell of a lot more. On heavier nights, I'd carry 4 magazines. On regular patrol duty, I'd carry 2. Plus the one that's in the gun. Do I like it? I've shot it. Smooth. The kickback's a bitch. It really is. But for guys who send me the emails, well, I got 2 or 3 of them, since wondering if I had switched over, and I had. I can take this gun, put it in my jacket pocket. You never even know it's there. The only problem is you don't know it's there, and if you lose it, you'll never know you lost it until it's already gone. They retail about $532. It's kind of expensive, but for what I've seen so far, it's well worth it. The gun is, I didn't even realize I have it. Fits in my ankle holster. The only problem I have is, like I said, the reloads. 5-round reload and keeping track of that because I'm so ingrained with 6. It's just one of those things. So my review of the gun, I like it. I got it. There's no safety on the gun. No safety on most revolvers. The trigger pull's real smooth. Not much of a sight on the gun. Got a blade sight and a groove. And I can't ever tell you a revolver's going to be dead accurate because it all depends how you shoot. You can be a schmuck and can't shoot right. It's a lightweight alloy frame for easy carry. Stainless steel lined barrel. Okay, that's promising. Carbon steel cylinder. Snag flea enclosed hammer. Ready for continuous loosen plus please rounds. I like it. I like it a lot. So if you're looking for an easy carry piece, you're retired from the job, kind of remember the old Smith & Wesson Detective Special of the Chief. Feels like that when you're shooting it. So if you're looking for a good gun, here's my recommendation. I'm not taking any mass armies with this thing. It's only 5 rounds, like I said. But I went to a venue the other day, and the person I was with is like, it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. And I carry when I go to venues and stuff like that because I'm not uncomfortable. And it was kind of weird. It was a steampunk thing. So it was like, oh my God. So she says to me, how many rounds you got? I'm like, I got three for them and 1 for me and you. So 1 each. But like I said, looking for a good carry gun, this is definitely it. I still like my 38 Daytonics, Super 38 Super. I love that gun. I'm taking my M&P Shield, and I'm probably gonna get rid of that gun. Probably gonna sell it. Remember, it's NYPD finger fucked, so it's got a 13-pound trigger. Where this is next to nothing. Mind you, folks, I am licensed to carry all across the country. Got retired police ID. I got my permit for the NYPD. I got my HR 218. You cannot cross state lines with a firearm if you don't have an HR 218, or some preparation work was made through departments and jurisdictions for you to carry a weapon. You can't drive from Florida all the way up to New York City because New York City doesn't honor any kind of permit. You better be law enforcement, or you better be retired law enforcement with an HR 218. So don't think you can buy a gun in Jersey and have the gun shipped down to Florida. You need an FFL, Federal Firearms dealer, to transfer the gun for you from one FFL to the next in your home state, and then you pick it up from him and you do all your paperwork to register your gun. Don't think you can buy a gun and just buy it from Dick's Sporting Goods or wherever the hell you want to buy it from and then just walk out in the street like you can carry it. There are certain rules we have to follow. So make sure you get in touch with your police departments if you're going for a carry concealed permit. A lot of states, from what I hear, are going open carry. When I was on the job, I always open carried, even in plain clothes. When I was on the street, listen, I was a white guy working in the ghetto. Everybody knew who the fuck I was. I was rolling around with another white guy in a car. It was a really nice Dodge Charger, so there was no reason to hide who I was. I may not have gotten a second look from people, but I can get on them pretty quickly. So definitely, Smith & Wesson is fucking thumbs up my book. Colts thumbs up my book. Why don't you do yourself a favor and go check out Chief Tuttle the Country Cop. He does a lot of firearms reviews. he's having a hard time. He's coming back onto YouTube, and I want to push his channel a little bit. The guy's a nice guy. Remember, this is not an opinion about firearms ownership or anything. I'm giving a rating on a product. That's all I'm doing. Definitely a good gun. Maybe not worth the $532. I bought the second hand, so maybe find yourself a used one. I picked this up for $400. Came with 2 speed loaders, but I prefer to use the dump pouches because where I was trained. Give it a look. Check it out. Check it out on the website. See if you can find somebody with one. I like it. I like it a lot. So, anyway, I'm Dutch Doyle. Hit that 10 ring. Later. Now, the other day I put out a video, and the answer to the question was yes, and somebody had said something about that. The video pertained to somebody's significant other asking him, "Are you carrying?" You know, and the typical answer for a cop would be, "Yeah," but then this individual said, "You know, it's everybody's right to carry," and I'm not starting a fight with him. I'm just explaining myself because I gave an explanation to you and you accepted it, but it's an explanation. It's something I still should address. So, yes, it's everybody's right to bear arms, 100%. I'm not taking that away. I'm not trying to, not denying that whatsoever. Why I'm saying it's so important for a cop to carry 24 hours a day is because we are obligated to act if something happens. It's the only reason I said that. Just expanding on it a little bit more. We are required to take action where a civilian is not even required, in some states, not even required to dial 911 for help. They can just walk away from it. That's why police officers are armed 24/7. Trust me, for every 21 years, every day of the week, every month, I carried every hour I was awake. And at night, the gun was in my nightstand right next to me. It was always within arm's reach. So, that's the only reason I said that. You know, honey, you carrying? Duh, yeah, I am. What do you think? And to that gentleman, he brought up a good point. He brought up a very, very good point. And I'm not ridiculing you or whatever. I'm just clarifying one more time for everybody. And you know what? I clarified for you, so I might as well clarify for everybody too. Yes, it is your constitutional right to bear arms. As long as the department, in the city or state or country, a town, village, or whatever you reside in, says you can carry. That's it. No more, no less. I'm just reminding officers, you are required to carry. That's it. Stabbing in the mall the other day. We had a shooting in another mall the other day where the civilian can take his family and run. That cop had to turn around, assess the situation, and see if he can stand his ground and put himself into an advantageous position to deal with the threat. And deal with the threat at this point, I mean, if I'm off duty and somebody's popping off rounds, I can get close enough, there's no police don't move. There's like, hey buddy, bang! And it's going to be over that quick. I mean, but off duty, I just swore an oath to protect and serve. You can't protect and serve with your thumb up your ass. And you young trick-or-treater, the guy is not going to stop a guy from firing guns into crowds. But, anyway, I'm Dutch Doyle. These are my discussions. This is a product review. I love all you guys. Please remember to share, like, subscribe. Definitely like. So, hit that fucking 10 ring, alright? Alright.
Some whiskey in your water, sugar in your tea. What's all this crazy question they're asking me? This is the craziest party that could ever be. Don't turn on the lights, cause I don't want to see. Mama told me let's go. Mama told me let's go. That ain't the way that I found out.
What do you need? Guns. Lots of guns.